Welcome to our edition of LRMania Reviews, and tonight I'm here to review the August 15th, 2017 edition of Smackdown, which will be the final WWE TV show before SummerSlam. So this is the go-home show. SummerSlam is this Sunday. Big match advertised for the show is John Cena versus Jinder Mahal. So that's obviously going to, I think that'd be the main event. So the show has some pressure on it before we talk about it. Raw was really good last night, so it has some pressure to live up to Raw because I really enjoyed Raw. Jinder Mahal comes out first. He is joined by the Singh brothers, and then they bring out that same parade he had when he won the title a few months ago with the Irish or the Indian. And dressed in costumes, and some really short Indian woman comes in the ring, sings the Indian national anthem. I was expecting for sure Nakamura's coming out right now. He just runs down the crowd, calls them all xenophobic, some social justice warrior bullshit, and blasts the fans, runs them down. He's really talking about the Independence Day in India, since it is India's Independence Day. That's why they're doing all this stuff right now. I mean, when I hear them like hyping up Mahal so much, I'm thinking to myself, shit, he's holding on to the title at SummerSlam. It takes forever, and I thought too late. Nakamura should have came earlier, but Nakamura finally interrupts him. He comes out, and then he gets a huge pop. Crowd loves Nakamura here. They're singing his song. He's very over. I was thinking to myself, Nakamura, when he said this, he says, you have your Independence Day in India, but right now in Japan, we pray for the war. And I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, JBL's going to start going, Pearl Harbor, he's a Jap. He's sneaky attacking on Jinder Mahal. I'm thinking to myself, great, now the fans are going to boo because JBL is going to be a fucking idiot and bring up Pearl Harbor right now with the Japanese guy. But thankfully that didn't happen. I was thinking that through my mind for some reason. But he says he's going to beat Jinder. He gets a huge pop. The English Bear is a big thing for Nakamura. That may hold him back a bit. But I don't know what kind of match you can get out of Jinder Mahal because no one can really have a good match at Jinder, but hopefully it's good. So it was a decent way to, build up the match at SummerSlam. After that, Natalya comes out for a match with Becky Lynch. Naomi comes out, and she's going to be on commentary for the match. Match is nothing much. Becky's obviously going to lose because Natalya's facing for the belt. Obviously, Charlotte's, I don't think she's going to be on the show. Her father just went through surgery. We all know what's happening with Ric Flair right now. Hopefully Flair, they said he's in critical condition. That kind of worried me a bit, but hopefully he gets past this and he is able to make a full recovery. In the match, the Natalya and Becky, Becky's just there to make Natalya look strong for a match at SummerSlam, which I have almost no interest in that match, unfairly. Nothing against either two, just don't really care. Natalya gets done with the sharpshooter, and Carmella comes out. She cuts a promo. I think she'll be involved in the match some way at SummerSlam, whether or not she comes in. I think there's a good chance she comes in during the match, or maybe after the match, and she loses. I think there's a chance that Carmella blows up in her face, and maybe Naomi keeps the belt. And I'm thinking Naomi for sure is keeping the belt, and I'm really expecting Naomi to have a longer title reign. She might keep the belt to the end of the year because WWE wants to make glow-in-the-dark title belts. So now I guess they're doing a thing with AJ Styles has to apologize for Shane kicking him in the head last week, even though Shane didn't look that mad at him last week. They're fucking doing more stuff with Tamina and Lana. This stuff is fucking terrible. Tamina should be fired. She has no talent at all. She's just there because of her father, and Lana is just terrible in this role. Let's put her back with Rusev, and they're good together. It's fucking horrible. God, I'm worried they're gonna get. I am really worried they're gonna give Tamina a push. They had Daniel Bryan backstage with the Usos, and he's trying to be cool, and I don't know. It was funny. Daniel Bryan's very entertaining. I see they were trying to have him rap with them, and I guess it's going to be Biggie and Xavier Woods at SummerSlam, but they want the tag match with Kofi and Xavier tonight, so that's all right. I guess it's kind of cool. We know which two New Day guys are going to be wrestling. Although probably the best worker is not even going to be in the match, so that might hurt the match a bit. But you can kind of tell Daniel Bryan. I think he kind of gets an enjoyment out of doing this comedy stuff. Now Rusev is out for a match at Randy Orton. They're going to hype this match up for SummerSlam, which nobody gives two shits about that match. His opponent's going to be Chad Gable. They had a really good match a couple of weeks ago. Let's see what they do this time. Even though we know who's winning. So at least maybe the match can be good again. So, unfortunately, I was looking forward to the match. It's a fucking squash. Rusev kicked his ass. It was a minute long. Ended up in a double count out. Rusev, he actually threw him over the announce table, and Gable went right into one of the computer chairs. It looked kind of painful. And he puts him an accolade on the announcer table. Makes Gable look like a complete jobber. You can tell this guy is a ceiling. If only he looked like Jordan was as big as Jordan, he'd be getting the opportunities Jordan's getting. But whatever. Whatever, Vince. I don't know. Rusev calls out Orton after match. It was meant to make Rusev look strong. At least they could have done a match. But when Rusev's talking, you see Randy Orton do the RKO out of nowhere. That was actually really cool. That was a great moment. He hits the RKO right out of nowhere. I did not see Orton coming at all. You can hear the crowd pop. Whenever you hear the crowd pop, you kind of maybe get, think something's going on. But that was actually a really well done spot. Up next, AJ Styles is out to apologize to Shane McMahon. Great. So AJ comes out, then Shane comes out after that. I just thought they made AJ look like a pussy. He has to apologize to Shane. I just thought that was terrible. Anyway, Shane doesn't even say he needs to apologize. He knows it was an accident. And I thought it was funny near the end. Shane threatens to attack AJ if AJ attacks him, but I just thought it was funny. Shane completely forgot his lines. He was lost. Shane for sure forgot his lines there. That was definitely a botch. So, when AJ and Shane start to get confrontational, Kevin Owens comes out. He just, was acting like a baby. Acting like the cowardly heel. He sucks up to Shane. When Shane's not buying it, and then AJ and KO are about to fight, and when they fight, AJ almost punches Shane, but when Kevin goes for a super kick and hits Shane, I think Shane is going to do something that would make Owens think he screwed him out of the match. Maybe Owens has his foot under the bottom rope and Shane forgets to count. I think for sure that's happening. I think we see KO and Shane probably at Hell in a Cell. I think AJ is winning, but I'm afraid that Shane McMahon's going to overshadow the match, and I really wish the focus would be on Owens and Styles, but then again, they've had a lot of matches. They haven't really been tearing the house down. They had the disappointing match at the last pay-per-view, so it brings another layer to the match. Hopefully it's good. Usos and New Day is up next. Usos go over clean, so I think that's pretty much a telltale sign of who's winning on Sunday when you beat someone clean a week match before. And I don't like how they just beat them. I don't like how they're having the match right now. I know it's going to be a different combination of the New Day, but I hate how they're just giving away the match. The matches are just going to be the same at SummerSlam. It's going to be hard to sit through a 5-hour show. When you've already seen matches you've already seen a whole bunch of times. Nothing feels new on that show besides the Fatal 4-Way. There's nothing I really want to see like that I haven't seen before. Jinder Nakamura is another one, but when you've seen so many of these matches, we're seeing them on TV a week before. Also coming up soon is the finale of Fashion Peaks, which is the spoof of Twin Peaks. So that's actually been pretty entertaining. I hope they don't stop doing the cop shows. Just they move to a different kind of show now. I was hoping that would be a lot better. It was just them setting up the match for, or not setting up, I'm sorry, it was just Breezango setting up their return to the ring soon. I don't know. It was an okay, it was an okay parody. I wish this would continue a lot longer. I'm much more interested in them just parody more TV shows and come up with more creative content than just, being wrestlers, which I don't know if WWE is going to take them seriously and push him as a champion team. But up next is the main event, then one of the biggest main events in Smackdown history. Maybe the biggest of all time. Bullshit, but that's what JBL says. John Cena and Jinder Mahal is up next. I don't give a shit about this match at all. I'm just not into it at all. I do not care about these two wrestling. So Baron Corbin interrupts the match, and then... Oh my god. I am in shock. So... Baron Corbin, he takes Cena out of the ring after Cena hit an AA from the top, so Jinder's still down from selling from the AA from the top rope. Corbin then takes his Money in the Bank briefcase and he cashes in. He officially cashes in. The match is official. Right when I saw it happen, when he was getting ready for the match, you saw John Cena on the apron, and I was thinking to myself, all right, Cena's going to interrupt. We've seen this a million times when they tease the cash in, but they interrupt it, and then they set it for a later date. What happens, though, the match is official. Corbin is distracted by Cena, and then Mahal gets a distraction roll up, pins Baron Corbin, and just like that, Baron Corbin's Money in the Bank is over. It is done. Mahal wins. I hope they don't give it back to him or do something like that, but thank God. That guy is not ready to be champ. He is a bum. He is awful. He has the worst hairline of all time. Thank goodness he is not going to be champion. Hopefully not anytime soon. Thank God. That guy sucks. So Mahal keeps the belt. He pins Corbin cleanly. I don't know what's going to happen now at SummerSlam. I do not know what they're doing next, but I'm just relieved that we don't have to see Corbin as champ anymore. We're not going to have to see that anytime soon. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Maybe they give it to him the next pay-per-view. Who knows? But thankfully, we don't have to see Corbin cash in that briefcase on Nakamura at SummerSlam.